Rise and grind. The best beginner cigars. Let's get into the list. So if you are rising and grinding, then a big part of that means you need times of rest and relaxation. And for those who rise and grind, from time to time we love to engage and indulge in a fine cigar. Cigars offer us a moment of vacation, a moment of rest, a moment about being intentional, about relaxing. And so we've got a great list for you. If you are new to smoking cigars, then we've got four great cigars for you. These are cigars that are good to begin this journey into cigars. These aren't going to be very strong. These aren't going to be very expensive. These are going to be mid to mellow. These are still going to be flavorful cigars. We're also going to let you know what would be a great whiskey to pair with these cigars. So the first cigar that we have on our list comes from Foundation Cigars, and this is the Charter Oak Connecticut. Foundation Cigars, this is founded by Nick Melillo. He used to work at Drew Estates. I've met him. He is a great person. He has started an amazing company. Foundation Cigar, they put out a cigar called the Tabernacle, which is one of my all-time most favorite cigars. Now this Charter Oak, this is a Connecticut. Connecticut indicates the wrapper. This is a lighter color, which means that the strength isn't going to be very harsh. It's not going to be like a Maduro. And so it's going to be a very easy to smoke. Now the problem with a lot of Connecticut's is because the wrapper is so light and it's so mellow, it can at times be a bit boring and lacking in flavor. But what Foundation Cigars has done with this Connecticut, they have rolled and mixed a Connecticut cigar that is full with flavor. This is a medium-bodied cigar. It is very nutty. It is rolled with great construction. This is flavorful. This is smooth, yet complex, yet flavorful. And a great bourbon to mix this with would be Early Times. Early Times has some pepper and has some oil. This is a great whiskey that I would mix with the Charter Oaks Connecticut. The next cigar on our list comes from Arturo Fuente Cigar. Arturo Fuente is the maker of Opus X and a ton of other great quality cigar. This cigar we have is the Don Carlos. Now years back, this cigar won Cigar of the Year. This is a highly sought after cigar. This cigar is rolled with the African Cameroon wrapper. This wrapper is one of my most favorite wrappers. This wrapper has notes of nutmeg, allspice, cinnamon. This is a very flavorful wrapper. This is a medium-bodied cigar, and because it has such a flavorful wrapper, you're gonna really enjoy the experience. This is made by Arturo Fuente, and so you are gonna be receiving excellence. Only a Fuente is a Fuente. And so this Don Carlos is one of my most favorite cigars. It's a highly sought after cigar. And to pair this, we're gonna pair this with Elijah Craig. This cigar, because it's a medium-bodied cigar, it is complex yet smooth. This is gonna pair very well with this Elijah Craig, because Elijah Craig has great balance. It's sweet, it's spicy, It has some slight smoke to it. Elijah Craig would make a great pairing for the Arturo Fuente Don Carlos. And so the next cigar that we have for you is the Oliva V Milanio. This cigar is like smoking a chocolate Twix. This cigar has won Cigar of the Year. It has received lots of awards. This is smooth, it's chocolatey, it's sweet. There are notes of caramel. Again, this looks like a Twix and it tastes like a Twix. This is an amazing cigar. It's medium bodied, it's flavorful, it will give you no problems when smoking. This has been rolled to perfection. It has been masterfully blended. And for a lot of people, this is their all-time favorite cigar. This is a great cigar, but it's easy for you to smoke, especially if you're a beginner, because it's smooth, it's balanced, it's delicious. Oliva Series V Milanio. And because it gives you such chocolate notes, we're gonna pair this with Old Forester 1920. This bourbon has notes of chocolate. This is a bit bold. This is a higher proof bourbon, but it is something you can enjoy. And so when you're smoking a great cigar, you need a bourbon that's gonna stand up to it. And because the Series V Milanio has so much chocolate notes, you don't want the cigar to overpower the bourbon. And so when you're smoking great cigars, you usually need a bourbon that's gonna stand up to the cigar. And a great choice to pair with the Oliva V Milanio is Old Forester 1920. And the last cigar that we have on the list comes from a company called CAO, and this is the Brazilia. This cigar is oily. It has a Brazilian wrapper. This wrapper is what we would call tutti. It is oily, and this is actually a full-bodied cigar. And so this is after you've graduated and made it to that next step, when you are ready for a full-bodied cigar. Now, even though this is a full body, it's still delicious, it is still flavorful, and this is something that you're gonna enjoy. This is on the more economical side. This is easily affordable. This in the Charter Oak you can get for under about $8 a cigar. What I like to do with these is I buy them by the box and I save them and age them for a year or two, and they become better and better in time. Because the tobacco then, after a year or two, has a time to blend. And some of that strength that might be a bit off-putting starts to wean away. And all you're left with is the flavor. And so again, this cigar, the Brazilia by CAO, is very oily. It has lots of pepper. You've got notes of espresso. You've got some hints of caramel. And to match up with such a great cigar, we're gonna go with a bourbon that can hold up to it. And so we're gonna match the CAO Brazilia with Old Grandad 114. This bourbon has lots of caramel, lots of pepper, lots of spice. And to match such a full-bodied cigar, we're gonna have to go with a full and strong bourbon. These two would make a great pairing. We have shared with you 4 great cigars and 4 great bourbons to pair them with. If we have helped you to enjoy some of the things associated with the men's lifestyle, then please continue to follow us, subscribe, like, comment, and join us on this journey as we explore cigars, as we explore whiskeys, as we explore men's grooming, as we explore wealth building. Join us on this journey as we become better men. Today for our conversation, I want to remind you to take the risk. Two things are going to happen in life when you take the risk. It's either you're going to be successful or you're going to learn a lesson. When you take the risk, when you start the business, when you apply for that job, when you go out on that venture that you've been thinking about, you're either going to be successful and that's going to leave you with a lot of happiness. You're going to be successful and that's going to bring a lot of wealth. You're going to be successful and that's going to increase your influence. But you might take the risk and things don't work out the way that you wanted to. But then you're going to gain wisdom. You'll gain knowledge. You learn from your mistakes. You learn what not to do the next time. Experience sometimes in life is our greatest teacher. But until you take the risk, you have no chance at success and you have no chance at experience. And so today we want to just quickly remind you to take the risk. Because either you're going to gain happiness or you'll gain wisdom. But either which way, you're going to gain something. And so take the risk. Thank you for joining us here. Let us finish this conversation in the chat. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Join us as we bring you all things related to men's lifestyle. Rise and grind.